Clash nerds, how's it going? So, pretty good for the Horde. Thank you for asking. We're 2-0 now in our first CWL season, and I'm super proud of our team and the effort everyone's been putting in. You know, there's a lot of hype, and, you know, that's understandable for week 1, certainly, but to just kind of see that carry over into the second week, I'm just really proud and happy to see all the teamwork. As usual, that's how we roll, and that is how we will always roll. So let's go on to the week 1 recap. Week 2, of course, coming next week. All right, let's go. All right, first up here we have Warith, who is going to have another attack featured in this video, but just for future reference, my dude, using one vault to help create your funnel is not fair play. Okay, so just keep that in mind for the future. I'll allow it for this recap, but, you know, let's just keep our eyes out here. So you can see where the wrecker's coming in, the queen and the king are way on the other side of the base. But you can also see that they're going to jump the wall to come in at his kill squad here. So, and a Lalo CC, not a big deal, just want to get that loon down. I've probably said that at least 10 times in recaps now. His kill squad is definitely making a really nice path for his hogs. He is not going to have any of this kill squad remaining long after he launches his hogs. You can see the pups kind of being a pain in the Watusi. But the enemy heroes already down and out, so no king, thankfully, to harass his hogs later. So the queen, you can see, is almost down. And he's got his hogs cooking here. And he's got 3 heals left in the bag. There's still plenty of base to cover. He's going to be losing any tank he has whatsoever here soon. But he makes really good use of his heal spells. Just 1 hog left on that X-bow. Going to take that out. That was kind of a gnarly compartment there. Going to lay that 3rd heal down shortly. Let them get that X-bow down, and then there we go. And he gets a pretty good split on his hogs. But more importantly, he heals right here, so that they can stay healthy for a while. As you can see, even as they're going after that wizard tower on the left, they're still sitting in that heal. Now, not much left to go. He doesn't have a lot of hogs, but more than enough to handle these last few defenses and then help with the cleanup, which there isn't a lot of, so nice one, my dude. Let's go on to another goho. Oh, this one was just a vanilla goho. But now we're going to go to a gohobo from my gnomie. And now here's Mr. Hoggo. Going to start off with a bowler and then immediately his wrecker. And, a golem and some wizards here. Not only to create that funnel, keep his bowlers and heroes from walking, but they are also going to help create better funnel, or better pathing for his hogs. Oy, one more mistake and I have to re-record. Let's not make it so, okay? And sorry for the glitch. Again, I did not review the attacks after I recorded them right away, so got to get beyond a mental note with that one. You can see that the enemy queen is still up when he lets his hogs go. And they hit a giant bomb here, but not a problem. He's just going to lay a heal down for them. And the queen's going to go down shortly, thankfully, so she can't stick around to harass his hogs, which is very much a good thing because by the end of this raid, he doesn't have a ton of hogs left, so the queen's still cooking up top, certainly helping his hogs out, giving them less to deal with. Multi-inferno, I mean, who even does that? I don't know. Maybe it's a defense against fritch now or something I've heard, but I don't know. I haven't seen the benefit of it, but prove me wrong, someone. Right, and that last heal down. 2 Teslas to go. Swag poison. Love you, Gnomie. Nice hit. Nice heals. Nice hogs. Okay, let's get some fritch hits in here. We got King Cap, not just Captain America, but King Cap himself. You got just your standard witch comp here, your standard fritch comp. And what I really want you to just watch here is, and this is the whole point of the fritch, by the way, in case I haven't already mentioned that, It's just how far his wrecker gets. And I mean, this wrecker could have gotten even further if he'd used a couple more freezes elsewhere. But, you know, as I believe he was even talking about, it's like it had reached its objective. So, you know, he just kind of held on to it. And, you know, you can just see that the bowlers where they ended up dropping was absolutely fine. It was perfect. So rather than chug all the way through and not let those bowlers have some fun, you know, where's the fun in that? So you can see the wrecker is definitely taking some heat. Like if he had frozen the wizard and archer tower there, would have lived a little bit longer. But now the bowlers are going to come out. He's going to drop that rage immediately and the heal, and they will take out all kinds of fun stuff while the witches are still putting in work down south here, taking care of this archer tower and the trash around the corner. But yeah, you can see if the bowlers had gotten through there, I mean, there's really not much else they would have had to deal with besides this X-bow and these two cannons. So it's like, nah, just let it pop right there. Throw that rage down and let them go to town. So now we can freeze right here and just kind of keep everybody going. Plenty of skeletons to distract those cannons. And this base is cooked. All right, on to fritch hit number 2 from Marcus, who had a nice little 6-pack. All right, so here's Marcus. Like I said, he got a 6-pack. He's been rocking this fritch attack pretty hard. And this one, you'll kind of see he ends up, you know, the wrecker's doing great. He ends up kind of burning a freeze in an area he didn't really need it, and then it hurts him as he gets closer to the core because he doesn't have it to refreeze that inferno up top there, and it ends up basically busting his wall wrecker before he probably would have liked. So, but this shows the overpowered nature of witches, as we know. Yeah, like see here, the inferno's about to take it out. I mean, it's not a bad spot for it to have popped, that's for sure, but it would have been better if it had been just a little more forward, let his bowlers come out a little more east, but whatever. So both infernos are about to go down. The other one's good, so, you know, looking good for, you know, at least for the queen, thankfully. But look at all of these witches and skellies that have gone off to the south side. We have so many witches, so I end up recording this, and I just end up two-timing it through here because it's just so long. But they just burned through this whole base, and it wasn't even a 3-minute attack. It didn't even come close. So, I mean, I know we all know that witches are overpowered, but this just proves it. I mean, believe me, I have failed with witches. It's not like it doesn't happen, but seriously, because they're so overpowered, it's so forgiving. You know, bowlers, I think, are fine the way they are, but these witches, man, I mean, just crushed, 40% of that base all by themselves for the most part, you know, maybe even more, but... And let's get moving along to our final hit. So here we have Warith again. Please note, just barely doesn't get that air defense down, so he's going to send in his queen down here. I'm not sure if this was part of the original plan. I'm betting just because of getting those defenses down and getting the trash down so that his dragons wouldn't try to funnel that way. And he's going to go ahead and throw those dragons down now. And the queen's going to take her time about it, but she is going to nail that air defense, so that won't be an issue at all. So get that freeze on that inferno, and then the rage down, so that they can eventually get their butts in there. There we go. These loons just a touch late, because the dragons do end up wandering over to the cannon, but no biggie. And now watch this blimp. Throws it in, and then drops those loons right off here by the Inferno Tower. Love it. So that way they'll go ahead and knock that Inferno out, and then make their way around the ring there. And now the Hound and Loons to deal with the other two air defenses. One of them already shooting at one of his dragons, but they redirect right here. Use that rage to get that first air defense down to get everybody cooking. The Hound will pop. There's just too many loons up now, especially those heckin' pretty red max loons. And that wizard tower pain in the butt, you know, but too many loons left, and they're kind of spread out enough that they're not all taking damage there, so. And now just some cleanup left to go. Nice little loon there, our loons on the town hall. And that's all she wrote. Fancy as heck, my dude. That wraps up our CWL Week 1 recap. Thanks to Damn Souls for making it fun and for being easy to work with. Props to you guys, and see y'all next week.